Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Last one for the day, I promise. Using my runic tarot, what I want to have a look at is basically, what's China's jam? What's China up to? So, what's happened recently is the Australian government are repairing ties with the Chinese government in regards to diplomacy and trade. However, after it being absolutely smacked around the head by our previous Conservative government, roll my eyes, say no more. But what's been happening recently is that Australia is, along with the US, the UK, India, a couple of other countries, New Zealand, etc., Canada, in a bit of a tussle with China about keeping the shipping lanes international, keeping the shipping lanes open around the top of Australia, as China is trying to extend its influence into the South China Sea. So we're getting a little bit of an argy-bargy in regards to that. And also Australia does, even though we may not have come out, I don't even know if we come out and publicly said it, but we're for Taiwan's independence. So what's happened recently is two incidences that happened in international waters or waters that China does not control, is that we had four Navy divers underwater in a particular area. I haven't looked too far into it to get the actual details. There was a Chinese warship nearby that let off a very powerful sonar pulse that caused quite a significant injury to those four divers underwater affected by that sonar pulse. Now, of course, China were put in full denial about it, but they can't deny that they actually did it. It is documented, and these divers were injured. What's then recently happened in the last week is that a Australian helicopter in international waters off South Korea, so in that northern region there, a Chinese military aircraft deliberately dropped flares in the path of that helicopter that was in international airspace, which the Australian helicopter very narrowly managed to avoid. So again, an aggressive move. Again, China is in denial about it, but there's video footage of it. So yeah. So, China, what's your jam that's going on? And as I was shuffling the deck using my runic tarot, these are dark cards. I do apologize that they are so dark. Yeah, we've got devil energy here, but potentially going to end up under investigation. But just nefarious devil energy, just toxic governance. Um, Disregard for treaties that they've signed and international law. And what we've got here is the Seven of Swords, which is about the sabotage, deliberate attempt at sabotage, betrayal, just awful, awful, awful energy there. Sneaking in and trying to draw a fight is what I'm getting there. Okay, so China, a country that will be off my radar this lifetime because of these videos that I do. China, what is your jam? China, why are you taking these aggressive actions? Oh, what did I have there that was showing itself to me? I saw the Queen of Pentacles, which is about security protection. I'm thinking from the Australian point of view, we have an incredibly good. Why am I feeling all choked up at the moment? I know I've had a cold and there's something there. We have an incredibly good Foreign Minister, Penny Wong, very intelligent, very articulate, knows her stuff. very emotionally stable. Oh, goodness me. But boy, oh boy, she can put it out there when she needs to. Uh, very calmly, um, powerful, powerful feminine energy. Let's have a look. China, why are you taking these aggressive actions about towards Australian military personnel un, um, unprovoked? Why are you taking these actions? Come on down, let's have a look. Okay, Seven of Cups, an attempt to muddy the waters. But it's also poor choices, choices about greed, power, control. Um, what am I getting here? Bringing forward something, bringing forward the birth of something new, but being rewarded by it, so it's the birth of something new. She's bringing forward a child here, presenting a child, but all these figures around it are bringing forward strength and jewels and castles and the doves of freedom here. What are you bringing? Why are you doing this, China? Page of Pentacles. They're okay. They're doing it as so. This is a new opportunity coming forward, but it's only small. It's very much about them muddying the waters about their place in the world. They're bringing forward a new China, is what I'm getting there. So they're trying to set up new boundaries, new line in the sand about this new China that they're wanting to bring forward. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, mercenary actions. Well, that's basically what they are doing. And in the past, a sword of truth being brought forward. The messaging that's being brought forward, a message of the truth. So we're talking about the soldiers and we're talking about the divers in the helicopter. So this truth is being presented. There hasn't been any recourse as of yet. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Oh, I do not like this card. I do not like this card. The aggressive look on that dude's face as he's hammering out this sword. Sorry, not sword, shield. The Three of Pentacles. Hammering out I'm getting a new China. I'm getting a new aggressive China. This is interesting. Okay, where's this going? Ten of Swords. Laying claim to lands that are not theirs, but I don't think it's going to go over well. So this is very much about, for example, in the Solomon Islands, they gave the Chinese government gave the Solomon Islands government a big, I'm getting what this card is, a big financial package in exchange for the right to build a naval military base on the Solomon Islands. And this is very much about, and China's been doing this, approaching a lot of for a number of years now. I mean, China, you got to give them credit. They look long term. They look in terms of 100 years, not the 3-year election cycle that a lot of other countries look at. But this is what I'm getting from this card is it's a realization of these countries of what truth realization of what they have given up, in what they have sold themselves for. Okay, thank you. There are countries all over the world. I think it was called Belt and Road Project for a while there, but I haven't heard that term for several years, so I wonder whether that term's been dropped. But it's really about these countries that have have come to a realization of what they have sold themselves up and out in exchange for in the immediate future. Wow. The King of Swords, possibly legal action being brought forward in the international courts in regards to this internally, or it could just be the aggressive claiming internally for China, the Seven of Wands, bringing down the might of China on those that are not well defended is what I'm getting there. Another 10, planting the seeds. This is a plan that they have planted the seeds to the future going forward, because I'm asking what's their jam to manifest this new future of conquest and control. What's their jam? This is what their jam is. Manifesting forward movement and conquest and control. I do not like these cards at all. It's a powerful plan that they're bringing forward. Again, another 10, that this is raising the cups up to the leader. This is celebration of the leader. And this is about discussions that are happening in back corners, behind the scenes. Beware the gifts that they bring, because the pound of flesh will need to be paid, basically. The pound of flesh will need to be paid. Okay, right. What's their jam? They do not like I'm getting that they don't like the Australian government pushing back against this plan. So show me how it's going to, how it is. It's all about just getting conquest. Ooh. Now I'll have to look at my geography. Where are the Solomon Islands in relation to China? Because I think they're going to try and claim sovereignty over the Solomon Islands. Am I right in that? Oh, for goodness me. How many are the Chinese government going to try and, because it's nothing to do with mineral resources of the Solomon Islands, it's about its location. Show me, is the Chinese government going to try and claim sovereignty over the Solomon Islands? Wheel of Fortune. Well, yes. And the Page of Cups. It'll hit unexpectedly out of left field. I'm going to say yes. Page of Wands, the defiance, the attempt to push back against this raping and pillaging and conquesting, and strengths. Bringing about an ending. So I'm going to say yes. I don't think it will succeed. Oh, I hope it doesn't succeed. We've got Powerful new plan coming forward, new beginning, but we've got justice. So remember how I think I had on the previous reading something in the international court? Oh gosh, I hope so, I hope so, I hope so. Really skilled work behind the scenes, bringing this all to light. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what I'm getting is that the Australian government potentially sees what they're trying to do. And they don't like it. So how is this going? Yeah, we've got Queen of Swords bringing forth a new truth. The Five of Pentacles out in the cold. I show me. What else do I need to know here? I don't think I need to know anything else. Is this intimidation? Show me. Is this China's? Is this an attempt at trying to intimidate the Australian government? It seems a very primitive form of intimidation. Come on down. Let's have a look. The Hermit, isolation, investigation, introspection, things being paused, but the path forward is clearly lit. Oh, okay, thank you. That explains a lot. The Eight of Cups, but if you have a look at this, you've got the little squirrel here is grabbed the cup, taken off as the crusty old dragon chews on the dead wood. And I see this little squirrel as Australia. Because we are a little squirrel. We've got less people in the whole of Australia than China has in many of its cities. The little squirrel defying the crusty old dragon. We're shining a light on the, okay, we're exposing the path that China are wanting to go down, and they don't like it. They don't like it. Boundaries being set up with the nine of wands. I'm going to call this our Penny Wong, our foreign minister. He's bringing forward this information about protection and security and stability in the region. There are going to be some boundaries set up, and it's going to bring about a new beginning as volatile information is brought forward that is basically going to cut the head off. I'm just going to put it that way. Cut the head off this plan. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. That's what their jam is, to try and intimidate the Australian government in the problem. I'm just going to say, look, the only way they, being a they can used to be in control communist government, who basically are used to saying to their people, we need you to do this, and they just do it without question. Yeah, it's their way of trying to intimidate the Australian government. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. See how it plays. Love to you all. Take care.